today. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Chargers, they've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll find Moreau here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Linval Joseph. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's Ruggs. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. The numbers for Williams a week ago. 1 rushing touchdown, yes, but look at the rushing yards. He was up near 200.
The one phrase I'd use to describe that performance, he carved up that defense.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. from the gun. Herbert on third down. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Malik Collins able to run him down for a 15-yard loss, and it will be fourth down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it.
David. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. He can run for it, and he will. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Bradley Roby, the quarterback, there to make the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down now. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the air, grab it yourself, take it the other way. But sometimes that can backfire. How do you teach these guys to just make the good, solid, fundamental play of knocking it to the ground and not trying to make a highlight reel play that could backfire?
He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, L.A. An 8-yard touchdown run, and the Chargers have taken the lead. Dan Bailey now for the extra point.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Josh Jacobs.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 36-yard line.
To throw his Carr. He'll buy some, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Carr sacked.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And it's intercepted. Crayvon LeBlanc with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 28, Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Jerry Tillery on the stop.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Carr. And Pascal's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. A good throw here, finding Pascal. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
At the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the 1st. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
At the 10-yard line.
On second down, here's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. On first down, it's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Chargers.
Herbert off of play action. Allen's got it over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 7 on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
On the return, Lynn Bowden. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
The 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Raiders on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Carr. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Raider first down, Carter Renfro. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They run it with Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
4-yard line.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. The Raiders on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Carr. And they'll run the screen with Bowden. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The 24-yard line.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Carr. And his pass, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again. And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Joe Reed returning. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own
Jamal Williams making his way back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And this is complete. It's Allen. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Herbert. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert throwing again. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Bowden now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Lynn Bowden on the return.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Dustin.
We'll stay in the NFC North as we head over to the Motor City to check on the Lions at home in Detroit. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, a touchdown pass in the victory.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. He was brought down by Malik Collins. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
22 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the Raiders' 48-yard
from the shotgun. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Kwiatkowski there on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Alexander Madison.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 12-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because...
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Taylor Gabriel. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Bowden now to return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Charger drive about to get going. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run it with Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Number 28, Josh Jacobs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
The tackle made by Joey.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Mariota. From right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. L.A. readies for its next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and get it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Bowden now to return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. Hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Lavonte David. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Touchdown.
From 4 yards out. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Bowden now to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zach Pascal, 76 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here are the Chargers to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Williams. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Pick up on the play. 1st down, Chargers.
Now Herbert on the leg. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really nice gain of 25 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge. And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They run it again with Williams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That'll go as a 16-yard gain as they pick up the first.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Flushed out right. Caught on the slant. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Bowden now to return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
On the return, the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
Shotgun now for Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. A good throw here, finding Pascal. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st down, Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
Well, this game was just...
And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Williams loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Chargers, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Mile High to take on the Broncos.